Hello guys, it has been so long since I have done a video and I am so sorry. Life has just gotten in the way, and to be quite honest, for the last month I have just had no mojo, no desire to scrapbook. I don't know why, and really having a hard time kind of getting back into it. So I found a picture and I went on to Pinterest because I don't know about you guys, but when I am feeling like I have no inspiration, I just don't even know where to start, I come to my room and I sit here and I just stare at things, right? I know we all go through this, and for me, the best jump start is either grabbing a sketch, getting some inspiration, scrap lifting, sometimes going back to some of my old albums and scrap lifting myself. In this case, what I did is I picked out my photo, and I thought that the colors in the photo would go really well with Color Study. So I pulled out my Color Study collection from Vicki Boutin, and I went on to Pinterest, and I did find some inspiration on Pinterest. I apologize that I cannot tell you who inspired me, because there was not a name on the layout, because I always like to give credit to somebody that I scrap lift or a sketch that I used or something like that. But this layout was definitely inspired by a layout on Pinterest. I just don't know who created it. So okay, this background sheet is not part of Color Study. It's from my stash. I don't remember. I think it's a Simple Stories collection, but I liked just the wood grain, and they actually used a wood grain in the Simple Store, or actually, this was the exact paper, now that I'm looking at it, from my inspiration. So, wow. This is a photo. We went to visit my mother-in-law and my husband's family in Texas for New Year's. My mother-in-law turned 93 on New Year's Day, and this was New Year's Day in Dallas, and it was beautiful out, and we went for a walk, and my husband's family is crazy and so much fun, and this was a photo we took. We set up the camera, and so I wanted to scrapbook this kind of as maybe our New Year's Day photo for my scrapbook. Okay, before I get started, below I have a referral code for My Little Scrapbook Store. If you have not signed up or purchased with My Little Scrapbook Store, it's an online store, and you use the referral code, you're going to get 10% off your entire order. I do get I think something for that as well, maybe a percentage off or something, I can't remember. But definitely use that referral code if you have not yet placed an order there. She does have Color Study. That is where I purchased this collection, and I will leave links to that as well. Also, My Little Scrapbook Store has awesome online group, wonderful customers that join in. And even if you're not a customer, please join in. It's My Little Scrapbook Store, scrapbooking layouts and more. And we do online crops, and we have one coming up. I believe it might be in the beginning of March. We haven't solidified a date yet, but I will let you all know when that gets solidified. But if you get onto that Layouts and More group, you will be alerted of all of that fun stuff. And they are super fun, and she does challenges every month. So definitely check out that Facebook group as well. All right, let's get started. So I'm going to move this off to the side for a bit. I have pre-cut a few pieces because I cut a bunch of triangles, and sometimes that can cause me distress because I can't get the size right or the angles right, things like that. But this is just kind of wonky. The triangles are not the same. They're not meant to be the same. They're just supposed to be fun. Just a fun little distribution of these different triangles that I cut out from the different pattern papers from the collection. So let's get this glued down. And I apologize for my kind of raspy voice. I getting over a bit of a cold. Feel fine. I just can't seem to get rid of the voice issue. Yeah, so not my normal sounding like a 12-year-old voice. So I hope you all had a wonderful holiday. We did for sure with my family and my boys. It went by very quickly, and I can't believe we are in the middle of January, y'all. How did that happen? I seriously don't understand how that happened, but it did, and we're here, and hey, that's okay. We just got snow. So I live in North Carolina, and we get snow maybe once a year. So I am super excited because I am going to get to do some snow layouts, which, you know, doesn't often happen. Don't get a lot of opportunity to use those winter collections that I have hoarded. So that's going to be fun. So I don't care what the center of this looks like because I'm going to be covering that with my photo. So I'm just gonna, and if this kind of gets on too long, where it's taking me longer than expected, then I will probably go ahead and put you on fast forward later on and voice over the rest. But I was going to try to do this somewhat live because, I don't know, I just kind of like doing it that way. So see, we're not like perfectly, I don't need it to be like perfect or symmetrical or anything, but that's where my photo is going to go. So I like how that looks. I was trying to decide, excuse me, if I wanted to leave my photo just with a simple white backing or back it with a little bit of black. And you know what? I'm going to do the black because I do feel like it does add just a little bit more to allow the photo to pop out. Okay, I'm going to use my We Are Memory Keepers layering. Oh, which one do I want to use? I'm going to use this one. My layering guides, because if you all know me, normally I just literally cut with scissors because the trimmer just doesn't ever work right for me. Oh, this didn't work either. Jeezy Pete's Tisa. Okay, let's see. There we go. Yeah, trimmers, I don't know. I have a problem. I've tried many different trimmers, and I know it's not the trimmer. It's the user. It's me. I just can't cut straight, and I think a big part of my issue with cutting is I try to do it too fast. I'm impatient. Surprise, surprise. Like right there, I just cut that wrong. It did not line up right. Let's try it again. There we go. That'll work. Let's trim this off. See, even using these, I fail. But that's all right. Because can't be good at everything, right? Cutting is not my forte. Yeah, I like how that pops a little bit more though. So we're going to go with that. And let me move this out of the way so it's not. And then the inspiration had like some clusters down here a little bit. And so I thought about clustering up some of these flowers. Now, yes, we are in the winter. I don't care. Goes with the colors, and I like it. So I'm not going to worry about, oh, sorry about that noise. I'm not going to worry about, you know, matching my colors up with my theme of my season or my embellishments with the season, because this really isn't a story about January. Yes, it was January, and yes, it was on New Year's Day, but it really is just the story of my husband's awesome goofy family. So, oh, that's what I wanted to do first. So I'm going to tuck this under here, but because I'm not going to use this whole thing, I'm going to go ahead and find my scissors. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off because I don't need that, and I love to use that as like a tucking element on another layout. So always think about, especially with like big ephemera like this, always remember you can cut stuff in half for sure. So see that? I didn't need that whole big piece. All right, now I'm going to put this kind of like that. And then add a little bit more. Yeah, so don't be afraid to use like spring looking ephemera or something like that on winter layouts, because it's all about the story, right? Okay, I loved that Vicki had these are chipboard pieces, and these also tell the story of my family. Sense of humor required, and I thought these would be really fun to put on the corners here. This one says, we are like a really small gang. And then this one says, any day spent with you is my favorite day. So I'm gonna put that one there. So I love how that helps to tell the story, because then I don't have to worry about like embellishing, you know, or I mean journaling on this, because this kind of tells the journaling for me. This piece is a stamp from the Vicki Boutin stamp set from this collection, and it is one of my favorite all-time stamps. I stamp it on pattern paper, cut it out, perfect to use for an embellishment. I love these little clips, and I'm going to stick that kind of right there. And then I wanted to bring in this butterfly at the top. Let's get some dimensionals for the wings. And then I'm going to, sorry about my arms being in the way, but I'm going to add some glue to the center. Okay, take off this. Oh, come on. There we go. And then I want to put this there. I'm going to push down so that that adheres in the center, and then my sides will be popped up with my dimensional squares. All right. And then my title I'm going to use is Crazy Good, because I just think it looks cute, and it also tells a story. And I'm going to layer it right here, put that there, and look how simple this came together, guys. But I'm not done, because now I want to go in with my favorite part of doing a layout, and it's just adding those little bits and pieces, right? I've got my title, I've got kind of 2 embellishment clusters. I don't really need any more than that. I like that there's not a lot going on here, so there's a place for your eye to rest from all the craziness. But we've got these fun puffy stickers. I want to incorporate maybe some of those hearts. And then let's just have a look through some of the stickers just to see, like, see these little gold? Kind of feel like some of these would be fun over here, because we've got gold in here. I don't really like 3. Let's just do 2. And then let's do some over here by the butterfly. And then we'll put something else in there as well. I've got enough words, so I'm not going to worry about using any more words. see. Kind of feel like something like that. No, that's just too much. But always go through everything, guys, because, you know, you just never know what's gonna pop out, and you'll be like, oh yeah, I want to use that. I could put a second clip. Do I like that? I'll just let it sit there. I kind of like it. Brings a little black right there. And then more words. I don't want more words. I do know that. So there's this too. These are the layered stickers, these flowers. And I almost thought one of these might look good down here. Let's let it sit there and see what we think. That's what I like to do, is let things sit there. I like this because it adds a little bit of dimension to this cluster, but I could also add something like this, you know, for a little more dimension. So maybe that's too busy and maybe I want that. I'm gonna let both of those hang out there. And then I do have, there's this flower too. It's a little bit bigger. Do I like that? That brings in more. Kind of like that one. Honestly, any of these would work. So it's really kind of like your personal preference, right? Okay, now we've got these hearts too. So I could put a heart here and then maybe one of these hearts up here. Another heart there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that instead of the question is, do I want that heart or do I want that? Nope, I like the gold one. Okay, so honestly, y'all, this is, I think, gonna be my final product. Super simple, and I love how it turned out. I love the colors, and I hope that you enjoyed this process. I am back, and I am going to be trying to be bringing you guys content on a more regular basis. So definitely like this video if you enjoyed it. That tells YouTube that you like the video, and then they kind of promote it, put it a little bit higher on the top of the list. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. I would love for you to do that too. And check out the links below for My Little Scrapbook Store. And don't forget about using that referral code if you are not yet a customer. Hope you all have a great day. Bye, guys.